Okay, we're heading into the final map between Grubby and ToD, and apparently satisfied with map number 2. ToD is keeping his color this time. It is purple against blue again, and ToD is starting in the top left corner with a fast altar. So we're gonna see IEM first, and we're gonna see him take this one. Pretty sure Grubby, on the other hand, spawning in the bottom right, and he is starting with altar and burrow, and perhaps, since the rally point is here, a barracks now, as he's at 180 gold. So standard beginning by Grubby. We'll see what his hero choice this time is going to be, in case you forgot what you've seen in the previous like 45 minutes. He won with the Farseer on Lost Temple. He lost with the Blade Master on Echo Isles, in a match that's still baffling to me. Like, a player of that caliber making such a strategical blunder. I mean, he was up 1-0, sure, and he can still win the series, but yeah, I'm still baffled. That's yeah. I have nothing else to say about that. Farseer is for Grubby against the IEM of ToD, who's adding the barracks, who's adding the farm, and who's going to go ahead and start creeping soon. Grubby, on the other hand, just starts by scouting here. He can, if he wants to, take a gamble and head here immediately, or he can start creeping on his own, which I guess is more likely. Grubby not really known to be a player who was taking such gambles, especially since this is the deciding map and you don't want to, you know, basically lose the map on a coin flip. ToD starts creeping here, 7 militia, going for the golems immediately, getting the mud golem, getting the rock golem next. The next water metal should be spawned here in just a second. Oh, that's a little bit of an awkward spawn, and it got ensnared, so he's taking a lot of damage on his footmen here, on his on his peasants. Unnecessarily, Vamp Aura is going to help out a tiny bit. I guess one of the most overrated items, at least in the early game in my opinion. I mean, these guys, they get like 1 HP back per hit, which is almost nothing. And the Farseer is heading across the map immediately. He's starting to creep here with the grunts. He's heading towards the top right now. The PN has scouted everything that there is to scout early on. Base is being walled off right now with this third farm. And ToD starts harvesting some lumber here. This PN might be denied by the Farseer soon. Actually, does not do it. One more hit and then he could deny it, but yeah, he decides not to do so. Maybe he can suicide into the creeps. No, he cannot. The footman is getting the last hit. IEM is level 2.5. Grubby, in the meantime, without his Farseer, continues creeping here. He's gonna get level 2. If he, actually, I'm not sure if he's gonna take the Null Overseer as well, or only the 2 Null Wardens. And ToD is continuing to creep as well, getting the tiny Null camp in on the top left next to his main. So last hit is going to ToD here. Grubby is trying his best, not getting it though, and he did actually not finish the Null Overseer, which is really taking a lot of effort, and ToD is getting another last hit here. Grubby, as I said, trying his best, but not very successful. Shop, again, like on Lost Temple, is coming after the tech. Third burrow is coming as well. Tech is halfway done for Grubby. ToD way behind, of course, since he invested a lot of resources into this fast altar and heavy creeping of the Goblin Lab early on. So that's, you know, to be expected. And Tower is coming just now, but so far ToD has done a good job preventing Grubby from getting even close to his main and punishing that by any means. And I see denying this one. Yeah. And therefore, even the fact that he took a bunch of damage on his peasants early on by creeping has not been punished thus far. Grubby, with the third grunt out, has finished the Null Overseer now, and he's level 2 as well. ToD slowly closing in on level 3. This one's still not going to be enough, but I guess he'll get there eventually. Arcane Tower is coming now. Tech is halfway done. Grubby should be done in just a second. Warmill is coming already. That's a bit surprising. Yeah, maybe he's afraid of this IEM being too well leveled, because he's gonna get level 3 right now, and then there might be some issues concerning Grubby's base. Now Grubby for the first time is going into ToD's main base, and actually the base is open again since this tree has been harvested down. I'm not really sure if that was intentional by ToD. I imagine it wasn't, and ToD is town portaling, and Grubby is gonna have to pull his own town portal here eventually, but at first he's gonna deal as much damage as he can. Another peasant is falling. This one might be falling as well. This one is falling, and yeah, now he's town portaling out, getting no more kills here as it appears the peasant is escaping. Let's count corpses. 1, 2, 3, 4, if I'm counting correctly. Definitely worth the effort here for Grubby, especially since he didn't lose the town portal, he just traded the town portal on top of it. And he prevented ToD from doing anything too crazy here. And ToD is getting 3 ivory towers right now, heading towards the middle. He is not building arcanes. He's pulling 1, 2, 3 militia, and he's heading across the map. It looks like this is just going to be an instant tower rush on tier 2. Grubby on the other hand has his TC out. He's getting the watchtower here. He's getting a spirit lodge and the beastry, and this war mill apparently was the perfect choice by Grubby, as it is a fire lord second tower rush by his opponent. Grubby charging out on the map with his TC and fast here. To be honest, the shockwave wasn't all too impressive, but very few peasants remaining for ToD. I'm not sure if this was a spontaneous reaction to this little push by Grubby, or if it was planned in the first place. Grubby speed going in right now, shockwave going on to the AM who didn't rebuy a town portal and who's trapped here immediately. He's trying to block himself out, but it looks like he's not gonna get it done, and the AM is going down with the ivory towers in his inventory. This is terrible for the human player. Now he starts basically manually building the towers with his peasants. The burrow is already filled, at least by 1 peon, and the watchtower is about to finish with its great range of 800. He's going to be able to deal so much damage to these upcoming towers, and it's going to make it super hard for ToD to get any of those up. The grunts, on the other hand, have taken tons of damage here, and there's only 1 heal staff remaining for Grubby currently, and access to the shop isn't too easy. But then again, one of the lava spawns is wearing off. The water metal is going to run out of duration soon. The AM is being rebuilt in the altar, so that's going to take a while. So soon it's only going to be Footman and the Fire Lord for ToD, and that's not enough meat shield to protect these towers, and it's very easy for Grubby to cancel them. As you can see here, peons are being pulled right now. The Spirit Walker is taking some damage, but uses Ethereal Form just in time, and this is looking very good for the Orc player. Even though plenty of his units are low HP, he's got the superior tech. Hero didn't even move. Move here. Of course he didn't move, as he was surrounded. ToD not satisfied with how this game went. Of course, getting the AM surrounded there was as bad as it can get for him. Started this push horribly. He had the level 3, he had this well level AM, which was really a great factor, or would have been a great factor in this push, but he couldn't make it work at all. Grubby taking that one out immediately, and that was basically the GG, since the Fire Lord second tower push is basically an all-in strategy. Like, there's no going back after that. He didn't have arcanes, he didn't have a second hero which is late game reliable at all, and therefore this is a really simple match to basically sum up. And that means that Grubby is starting with a victory in this tournament. ToD is starting with a defeat in, on his mission to defend his title. Of course, nothing is lost. There are still 4 more matches to be played by him in this group stage. But yeah, as this group is the one where, for the majority of playdays, there are only going to be 2 games played. We are done with Group C for the moment. Grubby and Fire are in the lead. Dobak and ToD are at the bottom of the group. Next playday, we're going to see Lily C and Rob getting into the tournament. Rob against Fire and Lily C against Grubby. ToD and Dobak will be the players to pause. But we're heading into Group D next with another one of the highlights of this group stage, starting with Happy against Hot, the perhaps, like on paper, probably the match to determine the first ranked player of Group D, but you know, there's lots of surprises possible. Happy, the upcoming Undead Star of Europe, Hot, the second ranked player of the previous season. I hope you'll tune in for that. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe, comment, and give the thumbs up as always. And yeah,